What's happening, guys? We got another video to do here, so I'm going to go ahead and fire away. This is a popular question that I get from a lot of individuals, believe it or not. And this might not be the direct question, but this is basically what the question wires down to. Now, I'm just going to let you guys know why you can't stop thinking about the narcissist. Because the questions I get, it's almost like I'm not going to say disguised as in somebody doesn't want to admit that they can't stop thinking about the narcissist, but this is what it is. So, basically, the reason why you can't stop thinking about the narcissist is because the narcissist is capable of giving you some of the best times of your life. They are capable of giving you moments, especially in the beginning stages, that you're just never going to forget. Whether it's sex, whether it's other things, whether it's all the compliments, how they made you feel. You're never going to be able to forget these individuals because of the times they are capable of giving you. They also, most likely, very highly likely, that they gave you some of the worst times of your life as well. It's because they are not real people. They're not consistent with their behaviors. They're very, what's the word? Like, they're up and they're down and they're down and they're up and they're all over the place. They just cannot, But this is what causes them to give you some of the best and worst times. It's their behavior. And they're obviously not going to give you the worst times of your life if they want something from you in the beginning stages. They're going to do whatever it takes to get you hooked to them, to get you addicted. It's almost like a drug. It's like, look how amazing I am in the beginning. But you know what? I'm going to kick your ass when it's all said and done. I'm going to take you down this dark, dark, dark road. And you're going to have to go through hell to kick this habit. There's no difference from a narcissist. There is no difference. And I mentioned this in the comments section in a recent video. The last or second last video I did, narcissists see us as objects. And when you get an object, you treat it good in the beginning, but then you start to not care about it. This object just becomes used and not as valuable. That's why whenever you leave a narcissist or a narcissist leaves you, they suddenly start to miss the value you did have. Especially if you up your game, if you improve yourself in life and you become a more valuable person all the way around the board, they're going to want you back very badly. Especially because they know in their head they are capable of getting you. So they're going to do whatever it takes, for the most part, to get you back. Because they see value in you again. And maybe whenever they decide to leave you, your value ran out. They seen everything you had to offer, and now they're not excited. They're going to go to something else. And the messed up thing is they made you believe that they were going to be your forever person. They do things like this because they know that's what you want. They know you're after something real when they're just testing the waters. But they say things like this. They act and behave exactly like you when it comes to a relationship in the beginning stages. They do this, like I just said, because they know they have to in order to keep you. But then this behavior starts to change whenever they know they have you. Because they know they'll keep you. Or they know, they know that you will keep them. And you're going to be shocked whenever, you know, they do the things they do to you every single time. But once you go through it so many times, you don't get shocked anymore. You've seen it coming. This is what happened with me. I figured these individuals out. They have a pattern. And you know what? I'm good at games. I'm good at video games. I get good at patterns. Once you see it, it's like, gotcha. This person wanted to take you around this rabbit hole. But guess what? I've been there. I've seen this. I've seen this before. Somebody took me this way. You're going to take me this way again? I see where this is going. Put a stop to it. Right then and there. If you can do that, you defeated the narcissist. If the narcissist can take you where they want to take you, they defeat you. And you know what? It's okay to take a loss as long as you learn from it. It's not okay to take a loss if you don't learn from it. You have to learn from your losses. And if you don't, you're going to continue to pay and pay and pay. And it happened to me until I learned. Because I didn't learn after the very first time. I didn't. I got burned again. And I got burned again. And then it's like, okay, I see what's happening here. All of a sudden, you are no longer being able to be tricked. And it's an amazing feeling. It really is. Because you know what's not an amazing feeling? Going through something like that. And back to this again, before I end this video. The times that the narcissist gave you is why you'll never be able to stop thinking about them. But there is better out there, and that's what you have to tell yourself. There really is. And what makes people want to go back to these individuals is not believing that. Is believing that they were the best they ever had. But what if you were the best the narcissist ever had? Do you ever think of it like that? Some of these individuals are so prideful that they want you to want them, and they don't want it to be the other way around. They want to be the valuable one. But they're not the valuable one. So some of these individuals might not even want you or take you back unless you fight to be in their lives. And you should never ever fight to be in a narcissist's life. Let me tell you that much. And even if you do become more valuable, you should never take one of these individuals back, especially if they burnt you. Once somebody crosses a line, it's over. In my world, in my mind, once you cross that line, it's over. Some people will do such dirty things to the point where they do you so wrong, they do you so dirty, because they simply think this is the end. They think this is the end. They think they're never going to need you again. They could care less about you. They had this planned out. And guess what? You might have got more valuable. You might have, I don't know what the hell you did. But you might have did something to really draw them back to you. And now they're like thinking, shit, how am I going to get back in this person's life? Never, ever, ever take them back. Never, ever, ever. In my opinion, doing something like that is crossing the line times 10. Somebody does you so dirty to the point where they think this is the end. They think they're doing something to you so dirty that it's like, this is the end. When you feel that, there is a 0% chance you should take them back. Not even a 0.1. Somebody might have done a little something to you, and if it wasn't too serious, maybe years go by, they grow up completely. They have their intentions set straight. Maybe there's a percentage of a chance you could give somebody like this. Maybe. Not even for sure. Maybe. And it all depends on you. It all depends on the situation. And it all depends on the person. But, it does not matter how good of a time you ever had with a narcissist. Nothing in your mind should ever want to draw you back to these individuals. You have to see their true colors. You really do. And you can't overlook that. It's who they are. It's who they're always going to be. And there's no changing. There is no hope for change for these individuals. And I know a lot of you guys hope and pray that there is, but there's just not. There's just not. And I know this for a fact because I went through it. That's why I stuck around. You might think like, okay, this person just did this because maybe they're just a little bit young right now. Maybe they're going to completely change in the next, maybe even year or something like this. They're going to come to the conclusion that, you know what, this person was the best I'll ever have, and I'm really going to change for this person, and we're going to make it right. You cannot think this way towards the narcissist, because it's never going to happen. Like when I was young, to the age of like 15, 16, and as I got a little bit older and a little bit older, I still had hope that this individual would change, and they never did. The same formula would happen all the way up to the age of 20, and that's when it's like, they're never going to change. It's just not going to happen. It only got worse over time. And that's how they get. And they might get a little bit more smarter when they get older. They might improve their manipulation tactics. But they're never going to actually improve themselves. And they're never actually going to stick around in your life. They're never going to be that person that you want them to be. And that's how we all see, or that's how once upon a time we all saw the narcissist as this person that had potential. This person on the outside, and like even certain things about them in other ways than just their appearance, they had potential. But unfortunately, they're infected. Unfortunately, they're never going to change. Unfortunately, it's going to be this way forever. And there's nothing anyone can do about it. There's nothing they can do about it. They're too prideful. They're not going to change. They don't want to change. This is how they're going to be forever. It's too late for them. So, this is my take on why you can't stop thinking about the narcissist. There's many, many reasons that I just stated. And this is all facts. And you just have to tell yourself that it's not worth it. Like, you are going into a dark world with this individual. As soon as you are around a narcissist, you are in their world, whether you think so or not. If you are conversating with this person, they are taking you into their dark world. They don't know how to be a regular person and keep to themselves. They don't know how to be a regular person to accept you for who you are. They do not do this. They can't accept themselves for who they are. How could they accept you for who you are? They don't. They don't. And this is why they take you into such a messed up world. That was a world that I got taken into in the past. I didn't even see it coming. I got lost. Before I knew it, I was lost. It's like this person made me believe that like this was something really good. That's what I was believing. Like, this is amazing. This is great. This is great, right? No. No, it wasn't. And before you know it, like I said, you're lost. And there's no going back. The only way you can go back is if you cut this person completely off and get out of that fantasy world that they drug you in. And now you gotta start to reprocess. Reset yourself. Calm yourself down. Start seeing life through your own two eyes and get out of their world. Get the fuck away from me. I gotta see life out of my own two eyes. And never look back. Never look back. Unless you want to be in that dark fucking hole that they're in, because they're going to take you in there whether you like it or not. They're going to do it. That's the power they have. The power they have is taking you into that spot. The power we have is putting our hand in their face and pushing them away and looking forward to life and doing things the way we want to do things, not the way the narcissist wants us to do things, because they brainwash us into doing what they want us to do for them. That's where all the pain comes from. All the pain comes from doing so much for these individuals, maybe investing in them financially, maybe investing into them by giving them so much time and attention and just all these things, and then getting stabbed. That's where the pain comes from. So, this is why you can't stop thinking about the narcissist. This is why you should never take a narcissist back. Two birds, one stone. So here you go, guys. I got another video to do. I will get to it. I'll be back.